Look, before we get into the content, it's really important that you guys hit that subscribe button. We're out here every single day working for y'all, trying to hit y'all with the best content. And what motivates us to keep going is people like you. So hit the subscribe button, join the conversation, join the Deuce Gang.
What he said.
Listen, I take great pride in this. So Bob Dylan is a legend, but he's being sued for sexual abuse. So allegedly, Bob Dylan groomed a 12-year-old girl for sex and was sexually abusing her in his New York City pad back in 1965 when she was underage. This is according to a new lawsuit. Now, the woman currently lives in Connecticut, and she claims that he piled her with booze and drugs before sexually abusing her inside his swanky Chelsea hotel apartment way back in the day.
Why did they have to add the word swanky? That is just
because it's 1965. Now, when she was 12 years old, he started grooming her for sex, using his celebrity to gain her trust and extort control over her as a part of a plan to sexually abuse and molest her. Now, she is filing charges. Look, I want to keep this simple and straight to the point. I want to just get both sides here.
Yeah, I'm not going to be long on this either.
1965. Why did you wait? This is ridiculous. Secondly, 12 years old. Why are you at a rock star's New York City swanky apartment by yourself? Everybody knows the rock star life, especially in that. What's up with the parents? Additionally, how is it? I'm 12. I like music, but I'm not like, googly eyed. I'm 12 years old. I'm not even really on it like that with the other sex. I'm 12.
Yeah.
So there's a lot wrong with this story. But y'all did it to too many of the homies that look like us. So Bob Dylan, fuck you. I hope you rot in jail. And even if it's not true, I hope they prove it to be true. What are your thoughts?
I feel like there was just a breed of white men from the 60s that just ran rampant through Hollywood, because all the stories that you're hearing about, all these gentlemen that you're hearing are older, 60, 70 years old. The Epsteins, the Princes, the Prince Andrews, this dude. I'm pretty sure there was more that I can't think of right now that stories have come. Oh, the Weinsteins, right? I feel like there was just a society,
Woody
there
Allen.
was just a Woody Allen who got married
Soon
to the person. But anyway, that's another one. You know what I mean? I'm sure we could, if we looked at it,
Obviously.
there's a longer list, right? As there probably is a list of other races. I'm not making this about race. What I'm saying is I believe that there was a culture in Hollywood among these white guys where they just believed that they were just gods. They had to believe that they were gods. Because what kind of mentality do you have to be a celebrity, to be in the spotlight where everybody's eyes are on you and still have the mentality to go out and do these things? You have to think you're God, that nobody's ever going to catch you. And if they do, you're not going to get in trouble for it. That's the only mentality. It doesn't make sense to me. That's why when I hear stories like this, I want to be sad. I want to be disappointed about it, but they happen so often that I think two things. One, this culture, yes, it was established, as I stated earlier, but also there had to have been other people who allowed this culture to happen. So along with these victims, there's other people, not celebrities, who chose to stay quiet and chose to allow this to happen and to carry on. And they could have been any color as well. So what are we going to do about that? What are we supposed to do now in 2021 about things that happened in 1965? That's where I stand on this. It's just like, I get it, you're a victim, but boo.
Yeah, look, the reality is it was a different time. As sad as it is, it was a different time back then. Back then, you could do shit like that. To your point, it was the environment. Everyone was in on it. So the beauty, if you want to call it that, of sexual assault is I don't think there's a statute of limitations, because niggas is getting locked up 50 years later. So the crazy thing is you won't, that environment doesn't exist today, which is awesome. Great. Right. It should have never existed in the first place. But what do you do when that environment existed. Everyone was doing it. It was normal. Nobody thought back then it was going to change 50 years later, 60 years later. Everybody thought this is just what you do, and it's fine. But roosters or the hens come home to roost, whatever the saying is. You understand what I'm saying? Shit changes
Yeah.
up.
I'm not saying anybody willingly participated in it. That totally goes against the sexual assault allegations. You know what I mean? Obviously. But everybody must have understood at that time what the culture was and must have known or must have been aware or must have got warnings at some point. And I feel like there are some people now, I'm not saying that it is, but I feel like there could be some people now who see an opportunity because the world is different to capitalize financially on it because these guys may have more money and those people may not be in as good situations. And even though at that time they understood what it was and they were about it, they were cool with it, because there's not a lot of 12-year-old little girls who are being piled with liquor and alcohol that aren't aware that they're drinking alcohol and
No,
liquor.
I don't want to say they were cool with it. I still stand.
I don't want to say that they were cool with it.
No,
No.
I
I don't
still
want to say
think that they were being abused. They were being manipulated. It's just, to your point, the culture, the environment. Everybody thought it was fine.
it was a little bit more accepting. Yeah, that's all I'm
Not
saying.
a
I'm
little
saying
bit. It was very accepting.
Yeah,
Bro,
I'm not gonna say that they were cool with it, that they were like whatever, but they went along with it. They went along with it.
Bro, listen.
I don't know. I might be sounding insensitive right now.
No. Look. To put a nail in the coffin, cocaine, the illegal substance, was a regular. It was in Coca-Cola. It was a regular thing. Roofies was a normal thing. You go to a party, roofies is normal. Cocaine is normal. So this is the environment that these things were happening in. Nobody, dude, if there was a time machine from the 60s, the 50s, and somebody just, accidentally walked into a time machine from a party, doing coke, roofies, all that stuff, and then they ended up in a party in 2021, that nigga's going to jail by the end of the night. Because he's going to think doing cocaine and slipping a roofie in a chick's drink is all normal. And you couldn't blame him. That's just where he came from. Not making an excuse. The environment is what I'm saying was toxic. And clearly you can see 2021, they cleaned that shit up because you can't even look at a girl the wrong way.
Yeah, I don't want nobody to blame me for being insensitive either. Just I want everybody to know that I understand that as much as there are victims, there's also people just trying to capitalize on situations and the timing of the world right now. So for you to have such a large gap, I understand that there's some people that never ever reveal these things, but to take such a large gap and then to reveal it and then to be looking for money at the end of it says a lot more, is all I'm saying.
Well, viewing public, what are your thoughts on this? Tried to give you both sides. With that being said, anybody out there right now who is being assaulted, whether it be physically, sexually, or mentally, even cyberbullying, reach out for help, do something about it. Don't stay quiet. Let it be known. Point that person out. It's 2021. That nigga will get canceled really, really fast. Dudes too. I know some dudes get it too, and they're afraid to come out and say something because machismo and everything. Say something. Don't be a victim, man. Leave it in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And Bob Dylan, you're a fucking savage, and I hope you get locked up.
Yeah,
Peace.
for real. Under the jail.
Thank you.
Yo, thanks for watching that video, making it all the way to the end. You made it this far. You have to like. Please subscribe and comment on the video as well. Join the conversation.
Absolutely. We finally hit our goal of 500 subscribers. Yes, we are trying to get to 1,000, and we can only do that with your help. You can start by watching that next video. You see that tiny little icon? Click on that icon, rinse and repeat. Deuces.
Deuce.